Cimoooooooo! What's going on, guys? It's Cimoooooooo, and welcome back to yet another live duel commentary. So, for this match, we have Nicholas playing Altergeist going up against Christian playing Guru Control. This is a top 8 feature match from the Luxury Championship Series, which took place this last weekend. Lots of money on the line, and we're going to be going through all the top 8 feature matches for you. And with us for this electrifying commentary, as always, the one, the only, Mr. MBT Yu-Gi-Oh! How you doing, Joseph?
Finally, a chance to cast Guru. I live for these.
Gonna say this is you should have a lot of insight about this match, considering this has been your pet deck for how long now?
Too long. It's an embarrassing amount of time. At some point I should have learned how to play a combo deck, but I refuse to.
To be fair, I mean, you kind of put it to the wayside for heroes, so.
And now I might be bringing it back.
So, looks like we're gonna see a duality on Nicholas's side here. Gonna grab, looks like Ash Blossom was the card of choice. And starting off with a Meluseek, couple cards in the back row. That's pretty fine. I mean, interesting he didn't opt to... oh, actually, he duality. Never mind, we're not going to be seeing it. We're under duality. No multi-faker turn 1, but that's perfectly fine.
And I don't know if he knew in advance what his opponent was on, but Ash Blossom specifically is so fantastic versus Guru. Your deck is so reliant on getting that Hidden City activation if you don't hard open it alongside Guru. So Ash Blossom, shockingly, one of the most common cards in the format, is almost a silver bullet against the strategy.
So here we go. We're going to go see Hidden City get negated by Ash Blossom. And now Protocol is going to get flipped up. And is this going to potentially... Oh!
And no effect activation. We're just walking into this copy of Meluseek.
Incredible.
Well, enjoy your Meluseek activation. I don't need Guru.
That is, I mean, I guess it keeps the Guru around, right? I guess that's fine.
Yeah, good enough. I was gonna say, if he opened Hidden City plus Guru plus Fiendus, I mean, at that point, can you possibly lose?
So now we get the Marionetter here, and now it looks like we're just setting 1 and passing. Okay, now
better be Final Battle. Wow.
Having Guru up isn't the end of the world, though, because Fiendus is still a card.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to hit a manifestation off of this Marionetter. And this is frustrating. Marionetter can challenge Guru while it's in face-up attack position. You really want that monster face down so Hidden City's secondary effect can kick in. Oh, and we're going to DD Crow this card as soon as I think the Mario was activated.
Right, so it looks like we're going to have the DD Crow. It's going to banish what I'm assuming is going to be the Meluseek?
So if you banish the card that's Mario's target, Mario does still go to the graveyard.
But did he use the effect of Protocol to tribute the Marionetter to negate the Crow? Because the Meluseek
I think that's likely what happened.
Right, that's most likely what happened considering it's not in the graveyard. Second Guru coming down, though. Here comes Manifestation.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, I suppose you can have another Meluseek activation.
And there's a Compulse, though, for the Meluseek. Okay.
This is probably good enough. If you can engineer the board state to a scenario where Protocol isn't live and resolve Guru once, that's probably the end of the game, since the other one will be face down, provided you're using Guru's effect to set them both.
This is this typically how this matchup goes, Joseph?
Typically there's, like, trap cards involved. Yeah, and here we go in the main phase, using Guru to flip down Guru and Hidden City to flip up Guru to get Fiendus, and suddenly the Guru player is in almost complete control of the game.
All right, so we're going to go and flip these Gurus up. We're going to swing in for 32. Fiendus is now active. Another set card in the back row. This is definitely... I don't think people are expecting this from this match. I will say that.
And this is just so strong. You go to battle phase, and the best case scenario is that your monster is stopped by Hidden City. The worst is something like this. We flip up a final battle, and I think we're probably calling... Is it negation? Does Protocol negate activations or effects?
Protocol says the activation effects of your Altergeist cards on the field cannot be negated.
It does negate the activation.
Negate the activation, yes. So
one frustrating part about Final Battle is it doesn't stop activation negation, just the negation of effects. But Solemn Judgment will stop just about anything.
Right, so that's going to go through now. Now, I'm interested to know at what point this was during the attack declaration, because is it possible for Hidden City to still negate this attack?
I'm Oh, and it looks like they're hitting a deck check. That's, of course, very important. If it's before attack declaration, a pretty reasonable response here would be to do exactly that. Use one of the Gurus to set that monster face down. Worst case scenario, you trigger the protocol and get to eat it with a Fiendus. Best case scenario, this happens.
Yeah, so now Guru flipped both cards face down. Pot of Extravagance off the top. I mean, just everything just going so well for the Guru player at this point.
At this point, you don't even need it. Live Guru with a Fiendus in hand basically means you have the ability to do basically whatever you want for the remainder of the duel, even with a Solemn Strike on your opponent's side of the field.
Yeah, Solemn Strike putting Nicholas dangerously low here on life, but now we're going to set this copy of Fiendus. It's going to get flipped face up with Hidden City, and it looks like we're just going to try to go for game here.
The 800 attack coming in hot. Fiendus actually has a very powerful onboard effect. It can still negate, and it looks like they're doing that in the battle phase as well.
Interesting. Okay, so we use that effect to negate, and that means the Meluseek will not trigger here, and it looks like we're going to set a couple cards and pass. Guru is set again, so I mean, I would say Christian just has full control of this game at this point.
Oh, for sure. So look at going to battle phase here, telegraphing that set card isn't evenly matched. We did see one off of the duality, and, you know, the Christian just says, you know, no big deal. I'll just search a Fiendus, and then I'll negate it when you go to activate evenly matched.
Yeah, and that might just seal the deal here. It looks like Nicholas is just going to set one more card and pass back, but a single attack from a Guru here might just scoop it up. I'm not really sure. I feel like it's pretty easy to just navigate yourself around a single back row at this point.
Well, that's spoofing. A good one.
Yeah, that's
spoofing's powerful, but the Ash Blossom will absolutely seal it up.
Yep, Ash Blossom will be the nail in the coffin here. It looks like these players are going to be going through a deck check, but through the power of Dueling Book replays, we can skip that entire process and get you guys right back in the action. So game two, looks like Nicholas, the Altergeist player, is going to be going first. No surprises there. I would say both these players want to go first in most instances. Going to kick things off with a Marionetter. That's pretty ideal.
Much better start than we had last time. Ideally, we'll set a couple of traps as well. More than two, please?
All right, so it looks like we're going to be three. Okay, so three's good. Protocol was the card added off the Marionetter, so we do know that one for sure. And a Lightning Storm. Oh.
What an unbelievable blowout. There's Protocol. There's Spoofing. Spoofing, at the very least, will be able to get a little bit of advantage off of one of these cards that is not long for this world. A Multi-Faker in hand means that we'll be able to, at the very least, recoup a bit of a loss, but the heavy Storm Duster, a huge blowout card in this matchup, just removed from the field.
So Faker will still hit the field, though, because the spoofing did resolve. We're going to go ahead and special summon out the Silquidius. So Nicholas does have a line of defense. No way!
Oh, Silquidius also pretty powerful. Can stop Hidden City, but terrible against evenly matched.
Unbelievable. Lightning Storm evenly matched in the opener. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why these back row decks, people are very afraid to play them at the moment.
And of course the Hidden City. Of course the Hidden City.
Right. Joseph, I think you are just envious of the fact that he's just able to have Hidden City in all of his hands.
How does he draw this well? A Guru in the opener as well? Don't mind if I do. Oh, wow. The problem with these decks post-board is that you saw in the main off of the duality that they have to play a bunch of equalizers like evenly matched to have a chance against decks like Rocket, Lunalight, Salamangreat. Post-board, they're able to play specifically targeted spells and traps, things like Lightning Storm and Evenly Matched on the draw and Heavy Storm Duster on the play, and as a result, games are decided by these whirlwind targeted blowouts like there can be only one, instead of through interaction.
Yeah, there can be only one's very difficult for Altergeist to play around, considering the deck is all spellcasters. Granted, they do still have the ability to go through the extra deck to a degree, but that's going to be tough. There can be only one's also just good against the majority of the meta as well, and it just so happens to also be decent against Altergeist in that same light.
And it turns out every single Subterror monster is a different type.
Oh, what a coincidence.
How shocking. There's the Fiendus activation, of course.
Yep, that's going to stop the personal spoofing here, which would have been a great way for Nicholas to kind of get back in this game, but Fiendus just being so strong here, flipping that Guru face down and negating that spoofing.
And so even though spoofing is a continuous trap, if you negate the activation, off to the graveyard it goes.
Yep, so we're not going to be seeing any more use there. Also lost the multi-faker. Granted, Nicholas could still potentially get it back, but it's not looking too good here. We're just going to get another Fiendus from the Hidden City activation, replacing the original. Guru's going to swing it for 16, actually make that 32 because Final Battle was the last set, or excuse me, 34.
So
I
we've
always
got
think the card
two Final
doubles.
Battle set. There can be only one, a Fiendus in hand, a Guru, and a Hidden City on field. I'm feeling pretty good about this one, especially with one additional trap.
Now, if you're Nicholas, if you have a Lightning Storm, oh wait, no, he has Fiendus in hand, so Lightning Storm won't even do it at this point. And wow,
And he started. He wouldn't have boarded into these cards going first. I mean, Nicholas was expecting this to go a completely different direction.
Oh my god, and now here we just see Christian just completely taking over, flipping up the Guru, gonna add Archer to hand now. Archer able to spin this set monster on Nicholas' side of the field back into the deck if he so wishes. And looks like we're gonna go ahead and flip that. Did he use the effect to flip it up?
What a flex.
Interesting,
Completely
okay.
unnecessary.
And I think this should do it, right? I think Hidden City should be able to give enough, oh no.
Unfortunately,
Not
you
enough.
cannot double Final Battle. It adds
Okay.
them together, their originals, and resets it to that amount.
Oh, sure. Okay, so it doesn't matter anyway. It looks like Nicholas is just going to scoop it up. So Christian, the Sub-Terror player, moving on to top 4. That means you get to cast more Guru control, Joseph. I know you're excited.
Oh, it tickles my heart every single time I get to see Fiendus. I am very happy to cast more.
Guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next match.